He doesn't just watch the market, he is the market. People give him equity out of respect. In his last life, he was himself. He is the most knowledgeable man in the world.
I don't always invest, but when I do, it's in the future. Stay dangerous, my friends.
Listen, man, you gotta forgive your dad. I know he could have did more. I know he wasn't there. I know he hurt you, but you gotta forgive him. That's the only way you're gonna be able to move forward in life. That's the only way that you're going to be able to become who you are supposed to be. You gotta forgive him. The same way you're wandering around life trying to figure things out, that may be how he was. The same confusion that you have about life, he may have had those same thoughts. The same irresponsible things that you deal with, he probably was dealing with the same stuff. I'm not saying you have to like him. I'm not saying you have to embrace him, but you got to forgive him. Because the person that hurt you cannot heal you. Listen, man, in my teens, in my early 20s, I was a nightmare. I had a terrible temper. I had a terrible attitude. God had given me all of the gifts that he would bless anybody with. I was intelligent. I was athletic. I was ambitious. But my attitude was holding me back. Listen, when I was in my early 20s, right after I had graduated college, I went through this period of reckoning where I'm trying to realize who I really was as a man. Because through college, I was an athlete. I played high school and college basketball. I had dedicated basically 10 years of my life to pursuing athletics. And once that's over with, you have to really realize who you are and what you want out of life. And during that period, I was really angry. I had a terrible attitude. I had a bad temper. And I didn't really know where it was coming from. God had given me all of the gifts that you could give a person. I was smart. I was athletic. I was ambitious. I was articulate. But my attitude was holding me back. My anger and my temper was holding me back. I didn't know where it came from. And so I had to do some serious soul searching. And for whatever reason, I had this anger and animosity towards my dad. Now, he was still in my life, but we never lived together. He had moved to Atlanta when I was 9 years old, and our relationship went from me seeing him every other week to me seeing him once or twice a year. All of that hurt and yearning and desire to be around him in my most formative years was eating away at me, because now I'm trying to figure out who I'm supposed to be as a man. And because I didn't have the answers, I had to find somebody to blame. And I started blaming him. And I got angrier. My attitude got worse, up until a point where I almost ruined my life. And somebody made a suggestion to me that I needed to reconcile with my father. And it was something I was against. It was something that I believed was his responsibility to reconcile with me. But because I was at a stage in my life where I didn't know what to do and I didn't know what was next for me, I decided to lean out on faith. And I wrote my father a letter, basically explaining all of the feelings that I had, rehashing all of the memories that were hurtful to me, and basically telling him that he didn't do everything that he was supposed to do. And that because of that, it had put me in a situation where I didn't even know who I was supposed to be. And I basically put all of my feelings on that letter. And I probably sat on it for 2 or 3 months because I knew once I sent it, I couldn't take those words back. And when I finally did send it to him, he called me. And we probably talked on the phone for 4 hours. And it was the longest conversation that we had ever had. And in that conversation, he cleared up things that I thought were a certain way and that were different. He apologized to me for things that he didn't do. But what it really did for me was give me a peace. And all of that anger and all of that attitude that I had, it went away. Because in that moment, I decided to forgive him. And one of the things that I said in the letter was that even though I felt like he missed the ball and did all of these things, we're still living. And so we had an opportunity to rectify it. That was a turning point in my life because it freed me of my anger. It freed me of my attitude. It freed me of this feeling that everybody was against me. And since that time period, you can ask anybody around me. My whole life changed. I ascended to the next level. I've done everything that I wanted to do professionally. And my dad is 84 years old, and we have a great relationship. But I'm telling this to you as a young man because the person that hurt you cannot heal you. The person that hurt you cannot heal you. The person that did you wrong, the person that betrayed you, the person that left you behind, they can't heal you. No matter what they do, once they commit that act, they can't take it back. If I cut you with a knife, the moment that knife pierces your skin, the knife is powerless in healing the wound. Instead, what happens is that the body heals itself. The skin replenishes, it rejuvenates, it restores itself, and the body heals from within. It's the same thing with our emotions. No apology, no reconciliation is going to heal that pain. You have to heal from within. Through soul searching, through finding your purpose, and through forgiveness. See, you're not forgiving your father for him. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it to free yourself from the attachment of that pain. Because the longer you harbor that anger, the longer that you have that animosity, the more that is going to eat at you and prevent you from looking forward. There's a reason why the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. It's because what is in front of you is more important than what's behind you. And the only reason that you need to be looking behind you is to give you clarity on how to move forward. It starts with forgiveness. You got to let it go. You got to drop it. Now, listen, in some cases, your father will be willing to have that. In some cases, you may get the closure that you're looking for. But in some cases, you may not get that closure. You may not be able to have that conversation. They may not be able to receive those feelings. But regardless of that, you have to forgive. Because that forgiveness is going to free you. It's going to help you heal. You can't control what people do. You can't control how people think. Unfortunately, even sometimes our parents don't understand the impact that they have on us. It's painful, but you have to learn how to forgive. The person that hurt you can't heal you. You have to heal from within. You have to have empathy, understanding, so that you can put yourself in the shoes of the person that did that to you. Not so that you can give them a pass, but so that you can heal yourself. I see too many people in this world that are constricted by things that happened to them in the past. They can't move forward. They can't see past it. They have no vision because they have not dealt with the thing that has happened to them in the past. They want revenge. They want get back. They want that person to suffer, but that's not going to help you. The person that hurt you can't heal you. And so it may be your father, it may be your mother, it may be a relative, it may be somebody in your life that betrayed you, that did you wrong, that is untrustworthy, that hurt you to your core. The only way that you're going to move past it is forgiveness. One thing I learned about that, it's been a lot of people that messed me over. A lot of people that thought they could take advantage of me. They took advantage of my kindness, right? People out in the world that owe me money. People that have said things about me that they don't think I know about. I could easily go on the offense. I'm in a position in my life where revenge is very easy, but I've already forgiven them. I don't hold no ill will towards them because my eye is on my future. My eye is on my purpose. I wouldn't be able to focus on that if I was worried about the past. But I understand the fact that the person that hurt you cannot heal you. Now, how does that affect us as a community? Well, every time I go on a podcast, every time I look at something on social media, we talking about the past. We talking about what people did to us. We talking about the things that happened to our ancestors. And we can't move forward with our future because we are worried about the past. Listen, I know the past. I know my history. I know everything that happened. But as long as I'm focused on that, I can't take my family into the future. The person that hurt you cannot heal you. No outside group has the power to heal our circumstances, to change our circumstances. Nothing they give us, nothing that they do for us is going to change our conditions. We have to change them ourselves. And so as far as I'm concerned, I'm focused on the future. What does the future look like? What power do I have today to change my tomorrow? Because in the past, I was powerless, but that's not the case. In the past, our ancestors were powerless. Today is not the case. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing holding you back. There's nothing standing in front of you except for your own mind, your own insecurities, and your own inability to get over the past. And so I'm telling you this to break you out of the bondage of anger and resentment, to break you out of that bondage so you can see your future beyond that. You got to forgive your father, whether he knew better or not. Your forgiveness will be more powerful than your hate.
If God is for us, then who is against us? Conspiracy or not, strategize and plot. Buy back your block, real estate and stocks. Stack what you got, hold down your spot. Strike while you hot and think a man up top. Conspiracy or not, strategize and plot. Buy back your block, real estate and stocks. Stack what you got, hold down your spot. Strike while you hot and think a man up top. Conspiracy or not, strategize and plot. Buy back your block, real estate and stocks. Stack what you got, hold down your spot. Strike while you hot and think the man up top. Conspiracy or not, strategize and plot. Buy back your block, real estate and stocks. Stack what you got, hold down your spot. Strike while you hot and think the man up top.
Conspiracy or not, strategize and plot.